Hi guys, I do like to give credit to Games Workshop now and then, and in 2004 THQ were on fire with the red hot release of Dawn of War. I doubt they released it knowing how well it would be received. After all, it was more or less just a clone of the Command & Conquer series with a number of sizable tweaks. Dawn of War adopted the base building micromanagement system very comfortably. One thing the game had at its advantage is the 40k lore had a huge array of well-established troop choices, so it was simply a matter of applying the correct weapons to the units and making them cost the appropriate points values, which was also more or less done since Games Workshop armies work on points values. One neat little feature they added in was having replacement squad members step in for incomplete squads. This also worked nicely when upgrading units, as the unit models would change depending on what was in it. The attention to detail of each squad is very nice, and animation is one of the game's biggest strengths. The sound effects work great too. This is one of the pioneer games that suggested to the industry that sci-fi sound effects can and should be taken seriously. Just wait till you have to hear what I say about Dawn of War 2 though. When I think of Dawn of War, I often think back to the intro for it. Honestly, at the time in 2004, it was mind-blowing to see such high quality animation in the 40k setting. It's this intro that has had all 40k fans excited at the prospect of a good 40k movie. Sorry, Ultramarines! Of course, the bar has been set much higher now with the newer fantasy and 40k games, but this was the original one that smashed it. Dawn of War included 4 full playable races, and its expansions threw in a further 5. 9 races fleshed out by 2008 was a massive achievement, and the community was bustling with online play. I'd argue that it was StarCraft 2 that eventually broke the Dawn of War community up, but several games had already tried. Company of Heroes had a good following. The Total War series went on for years, but players tended to prefer the single player. Command & Conquer 3 was well received, but again it didn't have the power and depth. Even Supreme Commander, which boasted to be the best real-time strategy, didn't draw the dedicated crowd away. I'll talk about Dawn of War 2 another day, but I'll say it was a great thing that they didn't just copy the same formula for it, because pushing the reset button would have had them compete against their own franchise. Dawn of War didn't do anything that original, but it also didn't break anything. The lore lending itself so well to the final product. Still selling copies today really shows what a solid game they have created. The single player campaign was a little dreary and drawn out, predictable AI and that gradual introduction of powerful units. Where the game really shone the strongest was in its skirmish mode fights. I played a number of battles with my brother, often adding in several AI players just to imbalance the field. Dawn of War was and still is a great game. Looking at it now, the graphics are quite dated, but that was expected. That's my warning to any game that uses 3D models. They'll always look outdated in a number of years. To avoid that, you need to use 2D or stylized graphics. That's a conversation piece in its own right though. Anyway, I'll mark Dawn of War with a fantastic 9 out of 10. It's one of the greatest RTS out there, and something that 40k fans should certainly try out. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.